wasn't guard defender. As the ball swung over to the wing. And Barber over there fighting on defense. This is the Eagles continue to kick it around the midfield, looking for a hole in the Falcons defense, but the Falcons are holding up strong on the back end. That back end, led by Kennedy Early and Haley Green in the midfield positions, have done a great job this season, limiting goals. Despite the 1-3 record, the Falcons have faced tough competition in a tournament down in Manteca earlier this season. So we're 3 minutes into this 80-minute match, 40-minute halves for those of you who aren't up on your high school women's soccer rules. Johnny, what are some keys to Falcon victory this evening?
You know, the keys to victory really start with the defense. Kennedy early in the back line, and Haley Green back there, really making sure that no one gets past them, and that's what's going to be important for them. If they can start with defense, the offense will come.
Agree, Johnny. Try to create some counterattacks, some good passing off of good steals as the Eagle offense might get too deep into the Falcon end, creating attacks for attackers Ashley Valeria, who leads the team with 3 goals, along with Dior Dupa-Villon, who as well has 3 goals on this early season. As that pass is intercepted by an Eagle defender. But Anna-Marie Barber takes control of the ball inside the Eagle end. Pass over to Emma Thompson on the right wing. She keeps it in bounds.
Emma looking over options, goes to Ashley.
Nice pass to Dupa-Villon. Dupa-Villon is looking on the right side, and that ball trickles out of bounds. It will be a Falcon throw-in. Looks like number 18, defender and right back Kennedy Early on the throw-in to Emma Thompson. We're going to get an illegal throw-in on Early. Just a lazy play there from the right back.
You know, those are the kind of mistakes early game we just don't like to see.
You see exactly what she did wrong there, Johnny?
I did.
What was it?
She lifted her toe coming off the line.
Oh, that back toe?
That back toe.
Got to keep it planted on that ground. As Julie Alley has a steal. She is in a threatening position.
In front of her.
Kicks it over. Number 20, Olivia Ledesma on the left side. She finds Anna-Marie Barber in the middle. She looks for a shot, but it's blocked by an Eagle defender.
Good job by the Eagles getting the ball out in a scary situation right there. Whenever you get a shot coming through, especially with that power, you just want to get the ball out as quickly as you can. And they'll set back, kick it back to their goalkeeper, and hope to look on the offensive front.
As the ball swung over. It's number 10. Number 10. Emily Dottie with that beautiful pass, but Haley Green's going to run that one down. And goalie Lauren Town will scoop it up.
Good communication by Haley Green and her goalkeeper right there, making sure that they have no flaws in their back line.
The Falcons are battling for possession. It seems like the Falcons have done a good job handling possession so far in this game, Johnny.
I'd agree.
As number 3 of the Falcons the Eagles is tripped up inside the 18, but no call from the referee. They will play on. As the ball is kicked over to the right back early and is out of bounds.
That's a close no call there. Those are the type of calls that can really change the game, especially this early on. I think it was a good call, not drawing the foul, but could go either way.
Yeah, nice break there for the Falcons. It's a penalty kick early in this match, seeding an early goal is exactly not what the Falcons are looking for in this early season fixture here from Hughes Stadium.
Great throw by early.
Did a great job of keeping her foot down that time as the ball swung around the Eagle back line. Now into the midfield. The Eagles haven't had much going on offense so far in this game. Still looking for the holes in that tenacious Falcon defense.
You know, Mark, they've been able to push up the field but not do anything with it. They've been able to push up the field but not hold possession when they get down to the Falcons' end, which is obviously going to create some problems down the line in the game.
As Barber fighting for that ball down the end, and she looks to have control of it, and it'll roll outside the touch line. Will be a Falcon goal kick.
Anna-Marie has been a solid defenseman for the Falcons. This is her second year on varsity. She's just a junior. She played last year and did an exceptional job. She's looking to do it again this year.
Yeah, Barber, an implemental part of that, or an instrumental part, I should say, of that Falcon defense the last 2 years. We'll see what she can do here in her junior campaign. So we have a little scrum there down the Falcon end, but
you love to see the ladies really going for it, you know, making it an intense match.
Indeed.
Okay, where do you go in the mini?
As number 3, Elijah Barr takes control of that one, but just cannot get anything going there on the attack as Lauren Town takes control and will drop kick this one all the way back into the Eagle end.
Tried to be corralled by the Eagles number 6, but she just couldn't hold on to it. But luckily for her team regroups the ball.
Wait, how did you do that?
Indeed, introducing our starting lineups for the Falcons tonight. For the Falcons, as at defense we have Haley Green in the midfield, Annabella Roletti, Emma Thompson playing forward, Ashley Valerio joining her at forward, Kennedy Early playing right back, Kaylee Kelly on the back line as well, joined by Grace Rapaski in the midfield, and Anne-Marie Barber out down there playing left back, and Lauren Town, the brick wall at the very end of the Falcons' back line, the goalkeeper. Has anyone impressed you so far in the early stages of this match, Johnny?
Speaking of early, I think Kennedy's been doing a great job at really moving the ball and keeping her composure when she gets pressured back in her own end. It's really impressive to be able to face an opponent and still be able to distribute the ball as a defender.
Yeah, early in her first varsity campaign has been impressive so far in this season. She takes control of the ball on the back line and is looking for Ashley Valerio, who dishes it over to number 1, and she's looking for Emma Thompson, but it's intercepted there by the Eagle defender.
The Falcons have not been able to find anything offensively going on. They've had that one shot, but blocked early. They need to really get some through balls going if they want to put one in.
Yeah, the through balls have just been picked off each time, but here comes Ashley Valerio looking on the through ball. She takes control of it, finds Emma Thompson in the middle. The Falcons are playing 2-on-3 right now, and she's looking for number 23, Kaylee Kelly. She cannot hook up with her there as the Eagles take possession again in their own end.
It was a great give and go by Emma and Ashley, but they just couldn't get it through to the 18.
As the Eagles are trying to get the ball out of their own end, but it'll go out of bounds. Just off the touch. Will be early to throw in here. She seems to be the throw-in taker. The main throw-in taker here for the Falcons are on the right side.
You know, she's got an arm. What can you say?
There's a nice throw looking for Kaylee Kelly.
Kaylee Kelly turns on the ball.
Kaylee Kelly shoots, but it is snagged by that Eagle defender.
What a great throw. What a great throw by Kennedy to set up that shot. Kaylee taking her touch and turning inside. It was a great look. She just couldn't put it away. The Falcons are going to be looking for opportunities like that all night long, and that's what's really going to keep them going here.
Goalie Megan Shepard with an incredible save there on that Kaylee Kelly bullet. Kaylee Kelly had a nice opportunity there inside the 10-meter box.
You know, throughout the years for CB Soccer, Kaylee Kelly has really just been an outstanding force in that midfield, able to always distribute the ball well and even get a foot on it and put it in the back of the net.
She's really just been a stalwart there. Holding it down is a consistent member of this Falcons attack. As Haley Green is fighting for it down the back end, and it will be an Eagle corner kick. The first corner kick of our match tonight.
This will be the real first offensive chance for the Eagles as they can put the ball in the box here and hopefully get a head on it. Lauren Town is going to have to be on her toes for this one.
Indeed, as the Eagle offense walks into the 18-yard box, is booted into the box, but is cleared by some great Falcon defense. Shot is right. Lauren Town goes for a new ball.
A good first look on that strike, just wasn't where she wanted it.
Yeah, couldn't really get a good foot to it. A little bit rushed there as Early takes control and finds number 1 Taylor Hammond. To Hammond, another starter tonight for the Falcons. It's really been impressive in her first varsity campaign as well, the junior, taking the place of injured Macy Backridge.
Ashley Valero is getting physical, making big plays for the Falcons down there.
Getting physical and winning balls there as the Falcons are awarded possession. after a tough tussle there around the midfield stripe. The ball's booted by Haley Green. It comes right to an Eagle offender, but she's going to be called for offsides. So Falcons take possession again. Another free kick here for the Falcons.
Looks like it'll be Haley Green setting up to take this free kick. She's looking for Kaylee Kelly over the top.
Kaylee Kelly, the recipient of the last throw-in, created a great opportunity. We'll see what she can do with this one. If the ball comes her way as we reach the 10-minute mark here in this first half. An up and down half. Not too many scoring chances here in the early stages of the first half.
A good ball over the top, just not enough offenders down there to really do something with it.
Great job there by Eagle goalkeeper Morgan Shepard to be on her toes and attack that one early. It was Hammond with a nice trap around the midfield stripe. Ball's kicked over number 24, Grace Rapaski. She boots it over to early there on the right back. She's looking for Valeria. Emma Thompson has the ball on the right wing. She's looking for Kelly. Ball swung in, but it's intercepted.
You know, Mark, I got a feeling that Kaylee Kelly's going to find the back of that net tonight. They're really looking to put her on inside of that 18.
Johnny, that's a bold prediction, and I love it. So we'll see if it can come true here from Kelly, if she can back you up. Kelly, not a big goal scorer last year, only had 3 goals, but we'll see if she can break out this year in her senior campaign here for Kelly and many other girls, including midfielder Kayla Stevens, who is back from injury tonight. Suffered a sprained ankle 2 games ago in their matchup with Central Catholic, but she is back and available and on that bench, and looks like her and Sophia Matos are going to get a little warmed up. Speak with Coach Eli Milan in his second year, the 3rd year actually, as the Falcons head man. Excuse me, Eli Milan is the Pleasant Grove coach for the Falcons tonight. We have Rudy Ruvalcaba. He led the team to
All right, Emma Thompson taking possession of the ball. You know, you can tell that she's a skilled veteran player, as when she gets that ball, she has no worries about what she's going to do with it. She takes her time and really sets up the field.
Emma was looking for a big give and go there, calling for the ball and that for a through ball. She never received it from Valeria.
Oh, nice, this is something we never like to see.
We have a Falcon defender down. Looks like Julia Atley, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I think that might be Annabella.
Oh, Annabella Roletti is indeed the Falcon defender down. I didn't see what happened on the play, Johnny. Did you?
Must have missed it.
Looks like the trainer's working on her leg. That's a concerning sight for Falcons supporters tonight.
And we can see the coach looking to the bench, which doesn't put some sunshine in my life.
Not at all. Roletti, a key cog in this Falcons attack, as a midfielder and defender. Hopefully, pray that's just a cramp, Johnny.
Now you can see the Falcons really grouping up and talking about their game plan here. That's what you got to love about this team, is a lot of these girls play club soccer together, so they're really able to come together and work together as a team, which is why it makes them such a competitive and impressive high school team.
Indeed. Should help them find their chemistry hopefully early in the season because of that familiarity from playing club together all summer long and all spring long. So Roletti heads to the bench. She is going to be replaced by number 2, Dior Dupavillon. Dupavillon, the leading scorer here for the Falcons with 3 goals this season. Her and Valeria are tied atop the score sheet with 3 on the year. So we'll see if Dupavillon can make a big impact here in a match that has lacked any scoring chances, really. Maybe 1 or 2 I can count for either side. It's the Eagles broken up there. The Falcons decide to regroup, kick it back to the goalie Shepard. She's going to swing it.
About 17 minutes into
Sarai
this.
Scott.
About 17 minutes into this match, we we see subs starting to warm up, and a lot of high school coaches like to get as many girls on the field as they can and really keep those fresh legs moving and keep their chances of winning even higher. So I'm sure we'll see a handful of subs here tonight.
As Valerio takes control of the ball around the 18-yard box, but is intercepted.
Impressive
by an Eagle
defense
defender.
by number 11, Soraya Scott, as she was able to bump Ashley off the ball and retain possession for the Eagles.
Soraya Scott, a big 5'11" force down there in the back line.
I'm telling you, she is not to be trifled with.
Not at all. Ball swung over to number 3, Elijah Barr. She's looking for someone to pass to.
Some great footwork by the Eagles here. Wow, what a chance. Number 3 really creating chances for the Eagles. And a back heel putting on one of their offenders, but she couldn't keep up with it.
Beautiful combination play, and really probably the prettiest display of passing that we've seen in the first 20 minutes of this match, as we are at the 18-minute point of this first half. First half void of really any scoring chances. Taylor Hammond is pressured by two Eagle offenders, but finds Emma Thompson on the right wing.
Emma Thompson with a nice move, but number 11 is there to stop her again. But Emma Thompson's on sides, and she'll have that ball if she can get it to it.
Emma Thompson does get to it, is looking to cross it inside, but it is blocked by an Eagle defender, and we will bring the first corner kick of the evening for the Falcons.
Soraya Scott is showing zero signs of holding up tonight. She is an absolute monster in that back line, and I think she's going to create some real problems for the Falcons here.
Yeah, clearly a force to be reckoned with here for the Falcons. They've not been able to get around her or through her really in this match. So that corner is whipped in by Thompson, but booted out by the Eagle defense.
Julia will let that one go back to Haley. Haley will try to reach Kennedy, but stolen. And now the Eagles have a counterattack.
The Eagles are going. He's inside the 18, or she is inside the 18. Town with a great sliding play. Gets that ball out of there.
You know,
Town with the save. What a great play by Town.
You just can't teach that, you know? That's uncoachable. That is just instincts coming into action right there. As she came up and she decided to come get that ball. And that's honestly probably why the score is still 0-0 right now.
Indeed. The sophomore Lauren Town showing no signs of being an underclassman. Great aggressive play there. No tentativeness at all. And just her 5th varsity game.
Impressive defense by number 6 on the Eagles.
But Kennedy early finds Emma Thompson. Emma Thompson is looking for a teammate, but it's intercepted by Scott again.
She had Kaylee Kelly on that line down the left side, but Scott is just too strong in the middle.
So the ball swung over to Barber, top of your screen. She is looking for Kaylee Kelly, but is booted out of bounds by an Eagle defender.
You know, and if you're the Falcons right now, you look at that possession, and as that defender, her first touch is to go out of bounds, you know you're doing something right. You've got them on their heels. You're in their end. You're working the ball the right way. You just got to keep attacking, and you'll get one in the back of the net.
Indeed, as junior sensation Sophie Matos is on to replace Grace Rapaski in the midfield. Great first 20 minutes from Rapaski, really a key player for the Falcons, but she's going to get a break for the fresh legs of Matos. An interesting storyline here tonight, as Sophie Matos, the Falcon Junior, is actually cousins with the leading returning scorer for the Eagles, Olivia Matos, number 17, who is a senior, just 1 year. Sophie Matos is senior. It's an interesting storyline to see if they link heads here at all. That ball is booted out of bounds by the Eagles. The Eagles clearly scared of that Falcon attackman, kicking it out of bounds all night.
With the Falcons putting so much pressure on that loose ball, it just gives the Eagles no opportunity to retain possession and really even get their offense going.
Yeah, their entire offense has been based around trying to counterattack.
Kennedy with the cannon again.
Kennedy the cannon. That almost sounds like a nickname, Johnny.
I think we just started a thing.
But ball is off the touchline. The Eagles will retain possession. So Matos kicks it out of bounds again. And the Eagles are slowly moving up the field.
Number 14, Savannah, for the Eagles will be taking that throw in.
She throws it right to Emma Thompson. And Thompson shoves the girl out of the way, and the referee does not miss it. It's going to be an Eagle free kick here from deep inside their own end.
You know, we expected to see nothing less but a chippy match here out on the pitch today, as these two teams had a great time playing each other last year, got some friendly rivalries going, and we just knew that this would be an exciting game to come out and see. So we're glad that all of you at home get to live stream it and enjoy it with us.
Indeed, as the Falcons were victorious in the season debut last year against this Eagle squad, beating the Eagles by a score of 2-1 last year, including there's a lot of trash talking and a little bit some physical play last year, and it looks to be continuing this year. Though the Falcons are without leading scorer Sophia Lewis, who's graduated and is now playing soccer at the University of Toledo. Her 13 goals and 7 assists last season paced the Falcons in both categories. So we'll see how they can. How do you think the Falcons can replace Lewis, Johnny?
Well, you know, obviously Lewis is a irreplaceable player, but what helped him so much last year was that Lewis got to play with Bakarich. But unfortunately for the Falcons tonight, Bakarich isn't playing, and she was their second leading goal scorer with 12 on the year last year, I believe. So it's really tough for the Falcons as they need to focus on defense tonight and let the offense come to them as they're down a couple goal scorers.
Yeah, it seems like that Falcon offense is still working out the kinks here early in the season. But that defense has been masterful on the backside. As Barber takes control of the goal kick. He's looking for a teammate to pass to. Nice little combination play there from the Falcons. And Matos has it in the middle and is looking to attack. Kaylee Kelly is sprinting down the left side, but Matos not connect well with that ball and is intercepted there by the Eagles. Valerio's fighting for the ball there, but classic Sarai Scott takes control, steals it right back. It is off the touchline and out of bounds. Falcon ball.
You okay there? Yeah.
Do you notice the injured Roletti down there on the sideline, Johnny?
Yeah, she's getting up. She's got her ankle wrapped, it would seem. She's got some sort of brace on there, so she's getting up, trying to stretch it out, see how she's feeling. I have a feeling she won't be back on the pitch tonight, unfortunately, but we can hope.
Yeah, on a frigid night here at Hughes Stadium, really an injury, an ankle or something, could really get tight on you quickly, so it might make it to return for Roletti difficult here tonight. As that Kaylee Kelly attack is thwarted by a tenacious Eagle defense, and now the Eagles are looking for a counter. Haley Green is in control and kicks it over to Lauren Town, who boots it out of bounds to the left side, and it will be Eagle ball.
Lauren Town just looking to get her defense back in a spot where she's comfortable and really get them regrouped as they kick that one out of bounds and look to set up here.
So we are nearing the 25-minute mark here in this first half. Also, pay attention to see if there's any extra time due to that Roletti injury. Caused a bit of a stoppage there. About 10 minutes back as the ball is kicked over to Shepard. And she is looking for a teammate to pass to. But instead she finds Emma Thompson, who finds Valerio, who's open in the middle. But Scott again takes it away from the Falcons.
Scott is not letting anything go in the middle of the field there. The Falcons might need to think about attacking the outside, getting the ball in rather than going through the middle.
As the Eagles try to get behind that back line, but Town again shows great aggressiveness and boots it out of there. As number 3, Emma Bruckner, begins to warm on the side. See if she replaces a midfielder here or forward. Scott swings it over on the back line. The ball swung back to Scott. Clearly the most trusted Eagle defender on the back line. She's been instrumental in keeping the Falcons off the scoreboard this evening. As Barber takes control but cannot find Sophie Matos in the middle. As Barber swats it out of bounds. The Eagles will retake possession.
You know, Mark, as I'm watching this game, it has me really excited thinking about CB soccer, but I'm looking down at the roster here, and we have 9 seniors on the Falcons team. That's going to leave a big hole in the roster next year. But that team is going to have to depend on players like Macy Backrich and some of the other juniors to really step up next year and lead that squad.
Indeed, but looking forward to this season as we're just beginning. It's going to bring a lot of experience for the Falcons going through this season. A lot of girls who have been on varsity teams for a couple years now will be able to bring great composure to the young guns who are up from the JV squad. Exactly. So they face tougher matches going forward.
And, you know, Macy didn't score as many goals as Sophia last year, but she definitely helped out the team as much as she could. She really did her all out there on the field, but Sophia is still top goal scorer last year.
Now we're looking forward to Backrich's return. As she said, she's targeting for a Thursday return. Thursday is a huge match for the Falcons. They'll head over to Carmichael, California, and take on the St. Francis Troubadours on Thursday afternoon. So if you're a Falcons supporter, head on over to Granite Regional Park on Thursday. Watch your Lady Falcons take on the Troubadours. Surprised I can say Troubadour correctly, though. Not really sure what it means, though. That ball is off the touchline. It will be a Falcon goal kick. Great defense over there by Haley Green. Got it. As we go forward in this match that has been void of many scoring chances, we have a scoring chance here, but it is thwarted. As the Eagles take possession. The Eagles had another shot. Is blocked again for the second time by the Falcon defense.
Those two lethal strikes from right outside the 18 bar by the Eagles.
Eagles have it in again, but again it is blocked by the Falcons' back line. Great defense over there by the center backs.
Henry Barber will take this one up the field by herself to get it out of her own end as the Eagles retain possession.
Great defense on that attack there from Haley Green and Julia Atley. Really admirable. Take those body shots, give up their bodies for the team. As the Eagles decide to regroup, and the ball is back with Shepard. So we have just 10 minutes to go here in this slow first half of Falcons football. Indeed, Emma Bruckner is into the match here, playing forward. An attacking midfielder at Bruckner. Bruckner, the senior, will look to see if she can get something going on offense for a Falcon attack that has been held to just 2 shots as Kennedy Early is down the left side and boots it out of bounds.
Great composure again by Kennedy to take a couple touches before she needed to get that ball out, understanding where she is on the field and how much time she has.
Early, the junior who instead of playing soccer last year actually played basketball. And she decided to leave that section championship team to come here and try to chase another one, but this time with the soccer team. Another Eagle attack is thwarted by a great Falcon defense. Emma Thompson is looking for Kaylee Kelly, and she has Kaylee Kelly, but she is offsides. Wow, tough break there for the Falcons. That's the third offsides of the evening against the Falcons. Kaylee Kelly was in the clear there, Johnny.
You know, if she could just have stayed a step or two back, that was looking like a goal to me, especially with Soraya Scott on the other side of the field. That looks like an open net.
Yeah, she would have made your bold prediction come true if she could have connected there, but she's got a little bit of too much of a head start.
You know, Mark, I'm sticking to my guns. I'm still saying that probably in the second half, Kaylee Kelly will have one on her own.
All right, as we have about 7 minutes to go here in this first half. Really very even play between the Falcons and the Eagles. The Battle of the Birds here from Hughes Stadium.
You got to admire number 1 for the Falcons, Taylor Hammond. Her nickname out on the field when with her teammates is Little One, but she doesn't play like it. Look at her going in for the ball.
Hammond with a great tackle there. Emma Thompson has the ball around the midfield stripe after a great tackle from Hammond. Yeah, Hammond clearly the smallest player out there on the pitch this evening, but really playing like the biggest. No fear. As Emma is looking for Emma. But Thompson cannot find Bruckner, and the Falcons are going to be marked for offsides. Bruckner just a little bit too much of a head start there. If Kaylee Kelly can connect on on a goal. Later in this first half or the second half, we might have to make that goal. The cbtalent.com play of the game, so watch out for that as this match continues into the latter stages of this first half. Scott finds a midfielder. Oh, a vicious tackle there from Taylor Hammond, but no call by the referees. Hammond again showing that toughness. As Barber boots it over to Early on the opposite side, and Early does a smart play and boots it out of bounds.
You know, it's interesting to see the coaching changes over this year because of the switching going on with the time that women's soccer plays. So I know that the Pleasant Grove coach used to be Morehouse, but now we have Eli Milan. And I think Morehouse is over there coaching the boys team still.
Great steal there by Sophie Matos. And yeah, that change for boys and girls soccer to both switch to the winter session has been it's had a huge impact on women's soccer. Our coach,
Emma Thompson, will get a little bit of a talking to there from the ref.
Coach Jacob Hunley who was coaching the boys and the girls because they were in separate seasons now, only coaching the boys. He's replaced by Ruval Cabo, who's done a great job in his first season. As Town controls that free kick. It's really a great blast there by the Eagle midfielder, but Town with no struggle on that one.
She put just a little bit too much on that one. Anne Marie trying to create some offense going on the outside, but the ball will go back to the Eagles. You know, the Eagles have really started to keep possession of the ball and stay down on the Falcons' end of the field. The Falcons are going to need to get the ball back on their end if they want to get something going here.
The Eagles are stringing together great passing, really keeping the ball away from the Falcons. There's another great pass, goes back to the goalie, Morgan Shepard. She's going to look for a teammate here. Really been playing point guard a lot, but Taylor Hammond swoops in and steals that ball. Finds Emma Thompson. Emma Thompson's looking to create. Boots it, and Hammond has the ball on the right side. Looking across the middle for J.C. Atley, but the attack is defended well. But Emma Thompson's coming in. She has Hammond, but that flag is up. Offsides. Wow. Tough break there for the Falcons. Great creativity there from Thompson to Johnny, don't you think?
I'd say so.
5 minutes remaining here in this first half. This kind of picked up the pace here in the latter stages of the first half.
Yeah, the Eagles have really started to dominate possession and move the ball a little bit quicker down the field, which has brought the pace up of the game, but its score is still at 0-0.
Sophie Matos there with a great interception, looking for Emma Thompson, but cannot find her.
Emma needs to unhitch that trailer, get to those through balls.
Scott there with another great interception on that Eagle back line. There's Barber. A nice little header play, but the Eagles keep it in bounds. Nice combination
Beautiful
play.
passing.
The Eagles looking for a cross. She has a man, but it is broken up by Haley Green.
You know, Mark, I have to say that the Eagles are really starting to dominate here as they're getting some more offensive chances.
Falcons have a 3-on-2 if they hurry, though. Emma Thompson with control. Picks over Emma Bruckner on the wing, and she is sprinting. See if she has an attack. She's guarded by Scott, the intimidating force. Bruckner looking to break her down, look for a teammate in the middle, but broken up there. Emma Thompson crosses in, looking for Kaylee Kelly. Comes to Atley, and Atley scores! What goal, Julia Atley!
That just goes to show that if you're playing your position, you're in the right spot, stuff gets done.
What a strike there from Atley. The opportunistic midfielder came up from her left mid spot and got the rebound and put the Falcons on the board. 1-0 Falcons.
And that all starts with communication, as the girls on the field are telling Emma she's got someone coming from behind her, so she plays that ball in, and then next thing you know, it's in the back of the net.
Indeed, Johnny. So see if the Eagles have an answer. If the Eagles really dominated the last 10 minutes of play, The Falcons are the ones who get on the board. Funny how that works in soccer, Johnny.
Just only takes one.
Indeed. It was the third shot of the game for the Falcons, but that third one was the charm. As the Falcons find the back of the net. Barber tangled up over there with the Eagle attacker. This is out of bounds, and the Eagles will take possession.
Liv Ledesma will step off the bench to have a conversation with Coach. We'll see if maybe she'll get to play a couple of the last minutes of this first half.
Thought that was a great play by Emma Bruckner on that that attack there. She broke down Scott and got the ball into the middle, which really began the Falcon. Got the ball rolling there for the Falcons inside the 18-yard box. Which led to the rebound and the goal for Atlee. Wasn't sure if that was going to come down inside the goal or was going to go over the crossbar on that one, Johnny. So we are just under 3 minutes to play, approximately, here in this first half. The Falcons lead 1-0. So Atlee takes possession. Or nope, that's Emma Thompson.
Kennedy the Cannon with another huge throw. Trying to put the Falcons on.
She found Thompson there. Thompson loses it. Barbara with a nice boot. Kelly cannot get to that one. Thought she was going to get there, Johnny.
Impressive footwork by the Eagles. Just she couldn't keep up.
Yeah, Taylor Hammond pursuing that one vigorously, and she wins the.
She does not stop running after that ball, and you've got to admire that.
Bruckner taken down hard. But yeah, really, the hustle of Hammond's really what stood out to me so far in this first half.
And you know, if you're the Eagles right now, you're looking at your first half, and you're thinking, all right, we're down 1-0, but I think they played better soccer coming out here in the first half. They really kept the ball down on the Falcons' end and even had a couple better scoring chances and a couple better strikes on goal. Just the score isn't reflecting that.
What are you looking for the Falcons to do here in the second half to control possession better, Johnny?
You know, especially now that the score is 1-0, they need to just really focus on their defense and start with controlling the ball in the back line and then moving up the field as a unit rather than playing only through balls or looking for long passes.
A little more combination play instead of one-timers is what Johnny's looking for here. So we continue late stages of this first half. Great pressure there from Kelly. Forces a pass back to the goalie. So Matos looking for Kelly but cannot find her. Barber takes possession over on the left wing. She's going to get called for a push, and the Eagles will take possession here on a free kick. Bit of a chippy first half, but no cards pulled from the referee's pocket.
Now, if we see Emma Thompson continue to drop her shoulder and really take on some of these Eagles players, we might see a card slip out of that pocket. Yeah, and she's already been talked to once.
Emma Thompson, a veteran player for the Falcons, has no fear out there, playing her third varsity season. Manos is looking for Thompson, but cannot hook up with her. So Early takes possession, the back line, and it's a clutch play by kicking it out of bounds and stalling another Eagle attack. As we're now into extra time. Injury time here between the Falcons and the Eagles in this first half, where the Falcons lead 1-0. We'll see how much injury time the referee allows after that Roletti ankle injury earlier in the first half.
Taylor Hammond is just so impressive with getting after that ball. She is not letting any Eagle take a step with that ball at her feet.
Hammond's quickness is quickness along with her effort.
That's what makes her lethal.
Really impressed me, Johnny. As Matos takes control of the ball in the back end for the Falcons, but it's intercepted there by the Eagles. But Atlee is there to clean it up. Atlee, our goal scorer here in this first half, put the Falcons on the board just about 5 minutes ago. 35 minutes on the clock. Emma Thompson is looking for Kaylee Kelly. The attack is stopped by goalie Shepard. Great aggressive play there by her.
Good call by Morgan Shepard to come out and get that ball out of the way. If she had waited, that could have been another goal for the Falcons.
Came 10 yards outside the 18. You get that ball.
Taylor Hammond looking for the give and go with Emma Thompson, but stopped by number 25 on the Eagles.
Now the Eagles are going backwards, now going forwards. They take control here in the middle. Playing 5-on-4. Looking for a through ball pass early, but miscommunication there by the Eagles, and Town has it. Town's really been impressive there so far in this first half as well, Johnny.
Yeah, she has. You know, the Falcons last year had 2 shutouts in total on the season, and that goalie wasn't Lauren Town, so we can see where we go this year.
I'm looking for more than 2 this year for sure, Johnny. Falcons secured their first. The other in their last game is Thompson is looking for Kelly on the right side. He's trying to find a through ball.
Emma Thompson was
taken away by Scott. Sophie Modest blasts a shot.
Oh,
it is saved by Morgan Shepherd.
What a strike coming from Sophie at almost 20 yards out, 15 yards out. She saw the opportunity to put a foot on it, and she did not hesitate. And that's the kind of opportunities that really end up putting goals in the back of the net. Surprised that one didn't squeak through.
It seemed like Shepherd didn't see that shot go off, Johnny. She didn't react till the ball was inside 10 yards.
You know, she just didn't really seem ready for that power coming from outside the box like that.
She wasn't expecting the little guy, Sophie Miles, to blast one from some deep as Thompson's looking for.
Oh, and that ball's loose in the box, but corralled by Morgan Shepherd.
Great play by Shepherd, and it will end the first half. Your Falcons take a 1-0 lead into the second half on the Julia Atlee goal. Any first half thoughts, Johnny?
Defense is always my big thing. If the Falcons can really anchor down in the second half and just contain their lead and keep possession, then I think they'll be able to come out with this win. But, you know, the Eagles were coming out in that first half, and they were really putting a foot on the ball, really looking aggressive to score, and I have no doubt in my mind that they will come out with even more intensity and fire in the second half.
You, Johnny, so that's what we'll be looking for in this second half. Falcons fans, the Falcons take a 1-0 lead in this first half. Great goal by Julia Atlee, and we'll be right back with you for the second half.
Welcome back, viewers. We are about to get kicked off with the second half of Falcon soccer here, as the score is 1-0 from an intense first half of soccer between the Pleasant Grove Eagles and the Christian Brothers Falcons. We're ready to get it going.
Julie Atley was the difference there in that first half for the Falcons. connecting on a strike from 8 yards out. Put the Falcons up 1-0, which is where the score stands. So we head into the second half. Should be an exciting second half. Johnny, what are you looking for here in the second half specifically?
Well, you know as well as I do, Mark, that 1-0 is not a big enough lead for this Falcons team, especially going against the Eagles here. So if they're going to look to contain this lead and come out with a W, they're going to have to put another one in the back of the net, because I have a feeling that the Eagles will get one too.
So Haley Green is looking for the attack there, but it's broken up there.
And that's
Scott.
That's a great sight we like to see, as Annabella Roletti is coming back on the field. As she came off the first half with an ankle injury, she's back there kicking it again.
Great to see an injured Falcon come back. Hopefully, we'll see if she can make a big impact here. The Falcons look to extend their 1-goal lead. Interesting tactical change. I noticed that Haley Green has gone from center back to center forward here in the second half. Any thoughts on that change, Johnny?
You know, Haley's a terrific, well-rounded player. She can play basically any position on the field. So it doesn't surprise me that they go and put her up top, as they're looking to really continue their striking and get another one in.
Another change in this second half for the Falcons. Number 19, senior left back Olivia Ortiz is in there for the Falcons. As the Eagles are around Ortiz, looking for a through ball, but it's broken up by Barber, this new center back. Barber moving from her spot at left back into center back for the second half.
That's what's impressive about this Falcons defense, is they can change these players at these positions and not have to worry about their back line lacking at all, as Anne-Marie Barber can come in and play that center back position just as well as Haley Green can, which is why they're able to put Haley up top and really hope to get their offense going.
That versatility for the Falcons could make a huge difference going forward this season. Olivia Ortiz is set to take a throw-in, and Valerio knocks it out of bounds off an Eagle, but the referee seems to disagree, but the head referee corrects him, and it will be Falcon ball. Ortiz to take another throw in here from deep in her own end.
Haley Green coming down from up top to take that one. She gives it back to Olivia, who will look to her goalkeeper.
Lauren Town, who will absolutely destroy that ball.
Not giving it any time. Not giving the Eagles any time in her zone, as she just gets that one out.
That ball trickles all the way into the second row of the stands here at Hughes Stadium. Really an absolute bomb there from Lauren Town. Get her as the kicker for the football team next year. As Barber and Julie Atley break up that attack. But Taylor Hamill cannot control it in the middle. But Taylor Hamill with a nice challenge there. But Scott for the Eagles.
It'll be interesting to see how Haley Green goes up against their center back, Scott, that impressive backer, to see how she can hopefully put some offensive pressure on her.
Here comes Haley Green with Scott guarding her indeed. Haley Green finds Taylor Hammond down the right side. Taylor Hammond is looking for a teammate. It's broken up by Scott. As Hammond keeps it in play here. Down the right end. A nice pass there to Dupavillon. With that, it's broken up there again by the tenacious Eagle defense that was only broken through on a rebound by Julie Atley in the last half. The Falcons are looking to add to their 1-0 lead. The Falcons are doing a much better job of possessing the ball here, I think, in the second half, Johnny.
Yeah, I'd say so. They're really doing a better job, especially starting in probably the best 2 or 3 minutes, I'd say, at really retaining that ball and making sure that it's at their players' feet.
The ball swung around to Emma Thompson on the left side. She's looking for connect to the teammate. This ball is kicked back out to Valeria. Taylor Hammond has it in the middle. She's fighting for it, and she wins that challenge.
Taylor Hammond, I'm telling you, she is the biggest player on the field. I do not care what you say. She is the biggest.
That roster might not say that, but
that's what we're saying here.
Her play has definitely shown her as the biggest. As the Eagles are attacking here. They got 3 attackers on 4 Falcon defenders. The shot is in. It is controlled by the sophomore sensation, Lauren Town. And
with a great throw going out to Emma Thompson on the left wing.
She's rivaling Kennedy for that Cannon nickname. See if she gets any more throws off. But she really not a lot of throws from town tonight. Emma Thompson is looking for Haley Green and Valerio, but it's broken up by the new goalkeeper for the Eagles. Victoria Stutzman breaks up that attack for the Falcons. Interesting change at goalie for the Eagles. What do you think of that one, Johnny?
You know, I think that the Eagles aren't necessarily disappointed with their goalie, Morgan, with her performance in the first half, but when you've got such a wide variety of students and athletes to choose from, you know, you want to be able to get fresh legs in at the second half and get a new face in there.
Especially in this early season matchup, it's good to get experience for all kinds of players. Because you never know what injuries and fatigue can do for a lineup. As Haley Green is attacking, but she cannot find a teammate there. Not sure who she was looking for there in the attacking end. Julie Adley controls the ball in the back line for the Falcons.
That to me just seems like a lack of communication from the Falcons. And as this ball comes down into the Falcons' end, Anna Marie Barber will be there to stop number 21 for the Eagles and get that ball out of play. She's been so solid in that back line, not letting a single ball get past her. Really making a difference. Big reason why the score is still 0 for the Eagles.
That ball is tossed in. The Eagles are looking for a shot, but it is just not even close.
Hey, but you know, Mark, I admire that. I admire her putting a foot on that from about 18 yards out. She's looking for that top left corner. That's a tough shot to stop if she gets that on the mark.
Sophie Matos is in to replace number 17, Ashley Valerio. Oh, nope, she's going to replace Emma Thompson. Valerio's going to come over to the left side and play left attacker. Emma Thompson seemed to be having some footwear issues. Looks like she's changing her cleats on the sideline right now. Not sure what that's all about, but we'll see as this game goes on if Thompson can return quickly, hopefully, as she's a main player for the Falcons on the offensive side of the ball.
But the depth of this Falcons team is just so impressive that even with star players and star seniors like Emma Thompson coming out of the game for a little bit to catch her breath or fix her gear or whatever it might be, they're not worried about who they got out on the field. They're pretty confident with their team.
Really a team effort for the Falcons this season. Hammond's looking for Haley Green, but cannot find her. You know, Hammond wins it back.
Hammond does not give up on that ball.
She hasn't given up on a single ball all night. Really been definitely one of the unsung heroes of the Falcons squad here early in this season.
Julia Atley will send that one out of bounds as the back line looks to regroup. The back line right now, starting at right back, we got Kennedy Early, and then it goes to Julia Atley at center back, and then to Anna Marie, and then to Olivia. 2 seniors, 2 juniors. A nice little mesh of talent and age coming into that back line, really helping them gel together and keep the camaraderie when they come to next season. Those juniors got to step up and be the top players for this squad.
The Falcons are really going to lean on those veteran seniors to bring along the juniors who are just coming up from the JV team. Haven't really played many varsity matches yet in their young careers. A great play there by Lauren Town. She fires the ball up to Haley Green. See the Falcons get a little counterattack going. Haley is fighting for the ball with 2 Eagle defenders. The Eagles will win that challenge.
An impressive tackle by Kennedy earlier up on the right side as she gets that ball back for the Falcons.
Annabella Roletti controls the ball, but kicks it over to Valerio.
Even with that
moves it to Hammond.
Injured ankle, Annabella's still able to. Oh, and here goes. Ooh, offside's called. Haley Green looking like she had just one player to beat, that being the goalkeeper, but offsides was the flag was raised and the call was made.
Controversial call there by the line judge. She's going to get green for offsides, and offsides has really been a killer for the Falcons tonight. Really taking away 2 promising attacks.
Kennedy will stick her knee up to that one, making sure that the Eagles don't get to retain possession as they look to put an offensive attack going.
Early's done a magnificent job here in this match, kicking balls out of bounds as soon as the Eagles seem to be getting something going on offense. He's really stopped a lot of Eagle attacks so far in this during the first half and early in the second half. The Eagles are looking for a through ball, but they cannot find.
Number 15, Isabella Martinez, has been really putting the pressure on for the Eagles and putting the pressure on Lauren Towns as she was going down there to get that through ball, but couldn't quite get to it in time.
Martinez has the ball again. Anna Marie Barber is there to break up the pass. Barber's looking for Haley Green, who's broken up. Taylor Hammond is Johnny on the spot. Scoops up that one, but not have it. Sophie Miles in control. Just looking for Roletti. Another pass is broken up. Really, the Falcons haven't really been able to put together a lot of consecutive passes here in the last couple of minutes, Johnny.
You know, these two defenses are really just pinballing back and forth as they can't seem to retain possession for long enough, as both teams are really just fighting for that ball.
Yeah, I remember in my soccer days, Johnny, the coaches always used to say, don't play kickball, but it seems like there's been a lot of kickball played here in this second half. Thought we left that behind in middle school, but apparently it's a recurring thing here. And this home debut for the Falcons is Anna Marie Barber is looking for Haley Green, but cannot find her outside the 18-yard box. Will result in an Eagle throw-in. We heard Falcon coach Rudy Ruvalcaba talking about not letting the Eagles play from the back up. Johnny, what was that all about?
So when we went down at half and we listened to Coach talk, what he was basically telling the team is that they're allowing the Eagles to set their offense up starting from their back line, so they're able to control the ball in their back line and move it up the field. And he needs the Falcons to shut that down and really put pressure on from the get-go to stop any attempt at an offensive strike. And that ball is just out of bounds as Taylor Hammond runs downfield to get it, but she's a little too late. That'll be an Eagle ball.
It was a great touch pass there from Haley Green, but just could not find Hammond. And the Eagles will take over. Here the goal kick by the new goalie, Victoria Stutzman, and she boots it out around the 30-yard line. Grace Rapaski has and is looking for Julia Atley on the back end. Oh, and Hammond takes a tumble. You know, the referees are not letting that one slide. It'll be a Falcon free kick.
For the effort she's been putting in all night, it's good to see her get one called going her way, as she's been constantly in the defenders or the offensive face, getting the ball away from them and back into the Falcons' possession.
Yeah, Hammond might be the smallest player on the field, but she's certainly the most tenacious,
without a doubt.
And it's really been a hassle for this Eagle defense to deal with. The Falcons look like they might have had something going there, but just a little too strong on the free kick.
Victoria Stutzman able to control that one for the Eagles and get back out to her team, as Isabella Martinez will take possession at midfield as she tries to send the ball forward, but it's stopped by Olivia Ortiz.
Martinez was looking for Abby McCann there, number 21, but she could not find her. As Hammond has the ball here on the left side. Just looking for Haley Green, but just a lot of miscommunication here early for the Falcons, Johnny.
You know, if the Falcons want to hold on to this lead, they're going to have to really start controlling the ball and keep it at their feet instead of trying to get it downfield.
Yeah, Coach Ruvalcaba was really talking about trying to limit the longer passes at halftime, but the Falcons have not been able to do that. Still trying to find the long through balls, the long crosses. Those lead to goals, but those can also lead to quick counterattacks going the other way.
It's a fine line between wanting to keep the offensive pressure up enough to where the Eagles don't feel comfortable coming back into this game, but if you're too aggressive, it can lead to counterattacks like you were saying, Mark, and that's where the Falcons need to be careful. As that ball squeaks through the defenders, Haley Green will retain possession.
The ball continues to pinball around the Eagle line, but the Eagles take possession and boot it long. Just looking for number 17.
The Eagles are really looking to utilize their speed as they are sending these balls downfield, but the back line for the Falcons has just been too impressive all night long. I still have another throw in here.
Falcons doing a great job of limiting Olivia Matos, who was the Eagles' second leading scorer last year, number 17, the forward for the Eagles, who is now a senior. They've limited her to only one shot attempt this evening.
You know, and that's what I'm sure the coach was talking to the girls before the game, is making sure that big-time players for the Eagles don't get the opportunities they do when they play other teams throughout the season.
Olivia Ortiz is looking for a teammate. That ball is going to trickle outside the touchline. It'll be another throw-in for Ortiz here. She's going to take this one from about the midfield stripe. Ortiz has Hammond.
Great control by Hammond as she finds Anna Marie. And the back line will share the wealth here as they look to get the ball upfield.
Yeah, the first touches need to be the key for the Falcons to keep in possession. This bad first touch can easily lead to an Eagle interception. That'll lead to a Falcon interception as Lauren Town has that her foot. Is looking to set up a Falcon attack.
You know, Mark, back in my day of being a CB soccer star, we would call those first touch that go a little wacky, we call those donkey touches, you know, and those are what we don't want to see here tonight. As the Falcons are looking to really control with the first touch and keep possession.
That was not a donkey touch there by Valeria. She's looking for Haley Green, but broken up there again by Scott.
Soraya Scott just not holding up on that back line as she has been making stop after stop for this Eagles defense tonight.
I like that, Johnny. The donkey touch. I've never heard that one before. Nothing wrong with donkeys, though. It's a little harsh. As Valeria's looking for Kennedy early on the right side. Early has that her foot. Early strikes, but is just over the crossbar.
Sophie Matos skies one over the crossbar there.
Yeah, my bad on that one. Sophie Matos wearing number 9 this evening, playing right forward.
Victoria will look over her options and drop it off to her defender, the right back.
So Annabella Orletti has possession. Is trying to attack, but instead of finding Haley Green, she finds Soraya Scott. Grace Rapaski looking for Haley Green there, but just more kickball playing in the Eagles' end.
Olivia Ledesma, the senior for the Falcons, has been playing varsity soccer since her freshman year here at Christian Brothers. She'll be coming out off the bench and warming up and looking to come out and step on the field and make a big play.
See if number 20 Ledesma can get something going and increase the possession in the first touch for the Falcons. As Anna Marie Barber is looking for Ashley Valerio there, but they cannot connect. And Stutzman booted away for the Eagles. The Eagles are looking get in there, but they cannot connect inside the 18-yard box. Really a threatening attack there for the Eagles. Soraya Scott takes possession deep inside the Falcon end. Sophie Modest controls the ball on the right wing. She's looking for Haley Green. Covered tightly by Soraya Scott. It's going to be a Falcon throw in here.
Olivia Desma will be coming in for Taylor Hammond as Taylor Hammond jogs off the field. She's been having a terrific night for the Falcons. Coach gives her some love as she comes down there off the field, as he knows she's been putting in work for the Falcons all night long.
Sophie Miles is looking for Ashley Valeria there deep in the Eagle end. But Stutzman has it. She's going to boot it away. As we near 20 minutes to go here in this second half of action. 60 minutes into this match. It's really been an up and down, a fair fight, to say the least, but the Falcons do lead on the scoreboard 1-0. To a great strike from Julie Atlee in that first half.
And the Falcons are being able to string some good passes together and really keep possession.
So Letty has Valerio
attack
deep in the Eagle end. Valerio strikes, but it's just wide.
What a strike. She put her left foot to that ball and really gave it a shot for its money.
Gave Stutzman, the Eagle keeper, a run for her money there. Valerio just could not connect. That would have been Valerio's 4th goal of the season.
You know, it's exciting to see such a powerful leg coming from a junior, because next year, when we're missing some seniors, she's going to have to step up and finish some of those goals.
Why do you think Valerio chose to strike from so far outside the box there?
You know, I think
like she could have dribbled in a little bit more.
I think she looked at her options and she thought that she trusted her left, so if she could just stay on that side of the field, that's probably what she was thinking was best for her. Where if she went to the open side, went to her right foot, it might have not gone the same way.
As Early is looking for Haley Green. Letty is looking to set up this Falcon attack. She cannot find Valeria.
Ledesma running downfield, trying to stop that attack.
It's broken up there by Anna Marie Barber. Martinez is looking to play that ball in. Barber staves off the Eagle attacker. Barber is still going. Now looking for Haley Green. Haley Green is in the clear, but I see that flag up. But the head referee is going to vacate it. Haley Green looking for the side, but it is just wide.
Haley Green with that move, and this is what we've been talking about. Exactly what we're predicting, Mark. She got that one-on-one with Soraya Scott there, and she made the best of that opportunity, taking her move to the inside and putting that foot on it. Just wasn't enough.
Yeah, she beat Scott there easily. Tried to bend that one into the right corner, but just not enough spin on that ball. Stayed right. The Falcons will maintain a 1-0 lead here midway through the second half. About 15 minutes to go here in the second half.
Looks like we almost had a little bit of a wreck going down there on the field. I'm not sure what sport these girls are playing, but they were getting real intense down there, as it'll end up being the Eagles' ball for a free kick.
It's been a very intense game so far as Julie Atlee with a clutch header. Martinez seemed to be in.
Julie Atlee,
if that would have been over her head.
Always on her toes and in the best spot to make those important plays that really lead to the Falcons be able to come back on the attacking.
Olivia Ledesma knocked to the ground there, but referee says play on. I think the head referee has done a good job of keeping the play moving when the advantage is clear, Johnny.
Yeah, I'd say he's been doing a terrific job tonight.
Not too many complaints from either sideline. Either fan base here. On a frigid night here from Hughes Stadium, the temperature's dipping below 50 degrees. A lot of the players with sleeves or Under Armour on. The Eagles are advancing. A couple combination balls. Martinez has it inside their own end. Martinez is through on the inside. She shoots, but it's saved by Lauren Town.
What a stop by Lauren Towns there.
Another shot in, but Town will control that one easily. Thought she was going to scoop it up, but she decided to control it with the foot.
You know, it's plays like that make you realize that Towns is playing far above her level, playing on this varsity squad as only a sophomore, as she's able to come out and make big plays like that when the Eagles have great opportunities to score. She's always there to make sure it doesn't happen.
Kennedy Early with a great pass break up there. It's going to lead to an Eagle corner. Yeah, Town. He's really been a vital part to this impressive Falcon defense so far this evening that's kept the Eagles off the board.
We see a couple of veterans down on the sideline for the Falcons as Kaylee Kelly and Emma Thompson are warming up to come in. And junior Dior Dupavillon, number 2, will be down there warming up too, looking to make her presence felt out on the pitch.
Dupavillon, who is tied with Ashley Valerio with 3 goals, is Town. It's through Town, and it's in. The Eagles tie the game at 1.
Looks like we've got ourselves a game here, folks, as the goalkeeper Victoria comes all the way out to celebrate with her team. You can tell she's pretty ecstatic about that goal right there. And not surprising here, we see Emma Thompson and a couple other subs coming back on the field. The Falcons making sure now, especially with that goal tying it up, that they can do everything they can to really step up and get this lead back. As Haley Green, Ashley Valero, and Sophie Matto step off the field.
Yeah, really a strike there from deep. Just a little too much pace and a little too much spin on it for Town. As it just gets under her arms. And we have a tied match here. 1-1 here. About midway through the second half, we have about 12 minutes to go here in the second half as the Falcons are quickly pushing up into the offensive end, looking to answer that equalizer.
And Olivia Ortiz will throw that ball into Annabella as she plays Olivia Ledesma this time.
So Ortiz is booting it over for early, but instead,
you know, it's quick time decisions like that that sometimes come back to bite the Falcons. Instead of retaining possession, trying to constantly push the ball upfield.
How do you think the Falcons can improve on that, Johnny?
I think they really need to just start playing the feet more and really just connect with their teammates and move upfield as a unit rather than trying to just get these one-time goals.
Yeah,
Lauren Towns with a great boot.
Maybe a little more patience should be in order here for the Falcons.
Exactly.
So they look to answer that equalizer and take a lead here. Barber is dealing with it.
Abby McCain, the right forward for the Eagles, has been putting on a show tonight as she's got some impressive footwork down there.
So Roletti plays a through ball here for Emma Thompson. She's deep into the Eagle end.
The nutmeg coming from Emma Thompson as she gets past number 9.
Impressive move there from Thompson. She kicks it back to Roletti. Roletti has Ashley Valerio.
That ball's played inside, but will be scooped up by the goalkeeper for the Eagles. Yeah, I don't know about what you're seeing down there, Mark, but it looks to me like the Falcons are a little flustered right now. You know, they get that goal to tie up the game, and now they're looking like they're playing on their heels, like they're just not ready for what's going on.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, Johnny. It seems like the Falcons have lost any kind of patience. They're just trying to find a lucky goal as this ball is played in towards Town, and it's just over the crossbar.
That's a beautiful shot. You know, she can get a little bit more speed and drop that down a little bit. That's a threatening goal right there.
Tried to chip the ball over Town there, but the 5'11" Town was having none of it. Made sure that ball over the crossbar. She plays the ball. Kennedy Early, who looked to start another Falcon attack. She plays the ball to fellow junior Annabella Roletti, but Roletti plays the ball right back to the Eagles.
Great defense by the Falcons to make sure that the Eagles just have nowhere to give that ball.
So Emma Thompson is looking deep for Kaylee Kelly, but Soraya Scott is having none of it and kicks that one out of bounds. Head coach for the Falcons, Rudy Ruvalcaba, is frustrated with his team's lack of passing and patience.
And now, coming back on the field, this potential talent player of the game, Taylor Hammond, as she steps on to make sure that her presence is felt.
So Hammond replaces number 24, junior Grace Rapaski. Dupa Villon had an opportunity there, but just could not connect. Olivia Ledesma and Roletti are fighting for the ball, but Hammond comes out with it, but it's going to be ruled an Eagle free kick.
I don't know if I agree with that one, Mark. You know, Olivia's going in there, making a nice, clean tackle. I don't see that going that way, but it's the ref's job to call the game, not mine.
Indeed, Johnny. They pay him the dollars to referee, not us. That ball's being played between the goalie and defender. Anna Marie Barber scoops it up. He's looking to begin another Falcon attack.
No, I don't think I've seen Anna Marie falter once this evening. How about you, Mark?
Now, her along with Taylor Hammond have really been two impressive players.
And this
ball
Adley
finds Emma Thompson on the left side. Thompson's looking to make a move. He's going to play it over to Olivia Ledesma. Ledesma looking for Dupa Villon. No luck.
There's another call going against the Falcons. You can tell that the crowd didn't like that one either.
Yeah, I thought the Eagles, it was an eagle-on-eagle collision there. Did you see that, Johnny? I did not see it. I don't think Ledesma made any contact with the...
Those were the same birds flying into each other. I didn't see any Falcons hitting Eagles there.
Not at all. As the battle of the birds continues. It has been a great one. Really an even match. I think the scoreboard really reflects how even this match has been so far. The tied score, 1-1. What can the Falcons do to put together a go-ahead goal and a likely game winner here, Johnny?
You know, I think they're going to have to look to Emma Thompson and really try to get that ball down on the Eagles' end and keep it down on their end. You know, they've been doing a good job of moving the ball up the field, but once they get into that attacking zone, they just give it away, it seems like.
So we're into the 70th minute here at Hughes Stadium. That ball's going to trickle wide right, and Lauren Town will go for the extra ball. She'll boot it away. But yeah, into the 70th minute here from Hughes Stadium. It's really been a tight match. A great match between two formidable women's soccer programs in the Sacramento area. And again, last season, the Falcons kicked off the regular season slate with a 2-1 win here at Hughes Stadium over the Pleasant Grove Eagles. Another goal here would do just that. Make it 2-1 as Eagles look to be through there, but side judge disagreed. We called for offsides.
Lauren Town's still the first one to the ball, even with offsides being called. Impressive hustle by her there. You know, that's just sloppy play. We don't like to see that from the Falcons here. As Lauren is going before her center back is ready, they got to make sure that they're communicating constantly as a team so that those kind of plays don't happen, especially this late in the game when the score is on the line.
Yeah, it seems like the Falcons have been a little bit rushed since that equalizer. About 10 minutes ago, so we're into the 72nd minute here from Hughes Stadium. Grace Rapaski and Haley Green preparing to check in momentarily. As Taylor Hammond comes out with another ball. She seems to come out of all these scrums with the ball, doesn't she, Johnny?
I'd say so. She's really just an aggressive force out there on the pitch.
She's going to be called for being a little too aggressive there. It's going to lead to an Eagle free kick.
Hey, but you know, I'm sure the coach for the Falcons is thinking, I'd rather have my players be overly aggressive than to leave the opposing team out there on the pitch without anybody to really stop them.
Indeed. Giving up a set piece from 30 yards out generally shouldn't hurt the squad too much, but that ball's booted into the box, but Lauren Town handles it easily. We'll see if she quickly tries to jumpstart this Falcon attack. She has Ashley Valerio, but that was a donkey touch there, Johnny. And the Eagles will retake possession. Kelly Kill has it on the right side.
Oh!
She's tripped up. It's going to lead to a Falcon free kick.
Kaylee's hanging in there. Doesn't look like she's faced too much by that foul. Jumps right back up and looking to help her team in any way she can.
Got tangled up there with the Eagle defender. Seems like it's really going to be a good foul for the Eagles. It's going to allow them to reset their defense. As
Kaylee Kelly will take that strike, delivering it straight to Dupont.
So the Eagles are rolling on offense. Just looking to boot that ball inside, but Julie Atley says not today. Controls that ball, passes it up to Dupavillon. Dupavillon has possession inside her own end, but they're going to get her for a handball. Tough bounce there for the Falcons. Anna-Marie Barber there with a great clearance. It seems like the Eagles have put together a couple of successful attacks in succession.
You know, if the Falcons are going to want to get another goal here, they're going to have to go to their forwards, especially junior Dior Dupavillon. as they need her to really get the offense moving.
This offense for the Falcons has been a little bit stagnant. We'll see if 3 new substitutes can jumpstart that offense. Grace Rapaski, Ashley Valerio, and Haley Green are into the game. Coming out of the game, Dupa Villon, Olivia Ledesma, and Roletti going to be the ones who are replaced.
It seems like that whole idea of fresh legs is what the Falcons are looking for as they get some new strikers up top. And this is what we love to see. Emma Thompson and Haley Green both playing up top. We started the game with Haley Green down low on defense, and then she moved up top. But when she moved up top, Emma came out, and now we get to see them play together up top, which is truly something to watch. Hopefully they can get something going here.
Kaylee Kelly still going down that right sideline. Looking for a cross, but broken up there by the Eagles defense, and Kaylee Kelly is slow to get up. Some great combination play there from the Falcons. The fresh legs, Haley Green clearly made a difference there on that Falcon attack, but just couldn't find the back of the net. Not a lot of scoring opportunities for either team so far tonight, Johnny. What do you think that? Why do you think that is?
You know, I think the first half had a little bit better opportunities to score, but the second half has been more, like you were saying, kickball, as they're just playing pinball back and forth, really being so aggressive on defense that they're not getting chances to set up their offense.
I think that especially might have affected the Falcons. They took that 1-0 lead into the second half, but haven't been able to maintain it. The Eagles scored that equalizer. Score now stands at 1-1.
You know, the Eagles need to look to number 21, Abby McCain, a little bit more, and there she is. As she's been doing a great job of distributing that ball. As she does it again, and she'll get it back on the touchline.
Her and Martinez had a great give and go there, but ball just trickles out of bounds. It'll be a Falcon throw-in. So we're down under 5 minutes to go here in this second half. Haley Green is through on the end. She's looking to cross it over to Kaylee Kelly, but his attack is thwarted quickly.
The Falcons need to get more offenders down in their zone, in their attacking zone, when they're making offensive strides like that. Haley Green didn't have anyone to pass to except for cross field with Kaylee Kelly, and as we can see, that didn't work out.
That ball is going to roll out of bounds, and we'll see what the official ruling is, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Falcons. Abby McCain was absolutely disgusted with that call for the Eagles. Really thought it should have been the Eagle corner kick, which would have been a pivotal decision, as the Eagles equalizer came on a corner kick, really, that bounced around and then found the back of the net from about 18 yards out. So we're down inside of 3 minutes to go here from U Stadium. The Falcons looking for a go-ahead goal. Searching anywhere for a little offense. They've struggled to find consistent attacking play here in the second half. Emma Thompson is chasing this one.
Haley Green not letting up as she's making her way downfield to put pressure on that goaltender.
Great header there from Grace Rapaski. Oh, and the Eagles are in on the backside. But Lauren Town is there. Ooh, and the Eagles had a chance there as Town was way out of the box, but great defense there from Olivia Ortiz to break up that shot, block that shot, sacrifice her body for the team.
And the Eagles are wasting no time getting this ball back into play as they're looking to really... And here it is, a shot on goal, and that'll do it. That's a goal for the Eagles. And that'll be 2-1 as the Eagles are up now with not much time left in this second half. That is a real stunner for this home crowd. The fans are silenced. It's like there's no one even here.
Wow, just a brutal blow there for the Falcons. As a little more kickball ensued inside the 18-yard box, and ball just tipped off the outstretched fingers of Lauren Town back into the left corner. Really a tough break there for the Falcons. That could have gone either way.
But a great job of communicating and getting a foot on that ball for the Eagles, as they really have not held up all game. They've been keeping the same tempo and pressure throughout the whole game, and it's really starting to pay off. Although it didn't seem like it would in the first half, as they couldn't get one in the first half. But the Eagles will make a sub now, as they're looking to contain their lead in these last couple of minutes.
Now scores now is 2-1, and the Falcons are desperate for an equalizing goal to at least get a draw out of this game.
And now, from what we were talking about at the beginning of the second half, is flipped, and the Eagles are the ones who need to just focus on possession and keep that ball at their feet, where the Falcons are the one who need to be looking downfield for that big play.
Like we were talking about to begin this first half, one goal is not going to get it done for the Falcons tonight. And that forecast by you, Johnny, has clearly come true this evening. The Falcons now trail 2-1. And now are looking a little desperate. Just a lot of kickball going down inside the Falcons' end.
Haley Green really seems like the only player for this Falcons squad who's been able to handle Soraya Scott all night long. Has been wondering why she wasn't playing up top the entire game.
So the Eagles will take possession deep inside their own end. The throw will come from the right side. It's Ashley Valerio. It's going to head it to Emma Thompson. But it's going to result in an Eagle throw-in. Here's we near the end of 80 minutes. 80 minutes is the duration of this game, and that clock is trickling down. Yeah, the hourglass. The sands run out of the hourglass for the Falcons. They need to get an attack going here, but instead the Eagles are the one who on the attack. This ball is going to roll over to the far side.
Kaylee Kelly wasn't able to hold on to that, and the left wing will take it all the way downfield and just kick it into the goalkeeper.
Lauren Town takes possession, and she's looking for Haley Green, but Haley Green just surrounded by 5 Eagle defenders. And she is the only one on offense for the Falcons. The Falcons really need to push forward here.
Exactly, Mark. They can't expect to score with all their team in their own zone.
Need to get into the ultra attacking as the Falcons. It's a tough touch there from Emma Thompson, and that touch is going to end this match. Our final score from Hughes Stadium: Pleasant Grove Eagles 2 and the Falcons 1. The Falcons will now fall to 1-4 on the season, Johnny. It's a tough decision here for the Falcons this evening.
It's not the start to their season they wanted, but they've got a lot of young talent and a lot of people that are ready to step up and move this season in a positive direction. And Pleasant Grove is no easy match. This is a team that they came and they fought against last year and squeaked out a win, but this year obviously the turntables are switching around.
Tables have turned. That 2-1 win for the Falcons last year is now a 2-1 loss this season. But really a bright future here for the Falcons, Johnny. As Falcons, we want to highlight a CBTalent.com player of the game.
Now, for me, Mark, that's got to be Taylor Hammond. Coming out as a junior and the smallest player, arguably, out of both squads, but playing like she's the biggest and really coming out all game without any hesitation, going for every loose ball, challenging every offender, and really just making a big difference for the Falcons.
So a tough loss here for the Falcons. So they dropped to 1-4 here early in this season, but heading into St. Francis on Thursday, Johnny, what do you think the Falcons need to do better here?
I'd say that the Falcons need to keep their composure as they progress throughout the game. They need to really focus on what they're doing right and try to subtly fix what they're making mistakes on. Because as we saw tonight, they held the lead through the first half and even for the beginning of the second half, but then the wheels started falling off the train.
Indeed, as the Falcons drop this one 2-1 here from Hughes Stadium. Thank you for joining us, and be sure to join us on Thursday evening, as we'll be here for the men's soccer's matchup as their home debut. So good night from Hughes Stadium. The Falcons fall 2-1. Be sure to tune in on Thursday. Good night, folks.